really interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, really interesting how he considered the fold so heavily because people just under bluff in these $400 tournaments. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, what are his bluffs? You know, like if we really think about it, like sure, ace high, like ace high has some showdown value if you had ace five, and when he raises the turn with maybe some backdoor diamond draw or something like that, he actually gets called. And on this kind of board, like what hands do you have that you're folding?
And it's gonna have some misdraws and things too. So I think calling is the only option myself. Let's see if Boogaloo got away from it. Ooh, call is 6.
So this is close between call.
Really interesting. So call is 6, raise is 7,500 is 10 points. And I'm going to say he said that because this is a very bad player. And so he thinks the very bad player is going to stack off here with worse queens a lot. I'm going to guarantee that's what he's going to say. Very interesting, though. I thought call for sure was the right answer. I never am in this spot. I don't know. Interesting spot, too. I think this is a little bit of a lesson for everyone out there, too. A lot of times, the hands we want to float with, like this one, are better as raises. So this kind of falls in that category.
Yeah, and he was kind of an echo chamber for us there, saying, you know, we just get better hands to call and worse to fold.
Yep.
Like he's going to have some gut shots in his range. He's going to have spade draw. He's going to have king X. And we kind of, we kind of identify kind of what cards are going to be bad for us on future streets, and we're aware how to proceed on those cards.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a very good point, man. You right.
That was the best. You didn't say anything. You won. Just straight up.
You won. I'm just spewing.
All right, so ooh, look at this. You're not opening this. You just looked at this. You're not opening.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are right.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It wouldn't
I'm
be a
already
quit.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standards.
Yes.
And the reason is because queen.
I just want to say for the record, that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
Right? But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
That's hilarious. And everybody's 50.
Nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell? Yeah, so Matt.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
He's
always
just
love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about D-pipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are the options: to fold, to call, to raise to 1,200, raise to. What? Wait a minute. He made it 800, and my man's giving options for 12 and 1,400 ounces. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on a site with these other crushers, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. Remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation. That's pre-flop? I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking right there. Oh, for fuck's sake.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and there's an opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1,400.
I'm going 1,400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning game.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, no, we cannot win. This is a pretty rough spot because
Damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol,
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
$10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, I'm kidding. We'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then we'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool because we have 2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know.
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one. All right, we're live. We're here. Getting shit together. Welcome to the study stream.
What's up, family? What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Happy Saturday, all you beautiful motherfuckers. What's up, Toe Army? Toe Army. What's up? Sixes Mafia. I see a lot of familiar faces. What's up, family? Good to see you guys. You guys excited? We got a PCA main event final table with JL still in it. Fucking Jackie just won a big tournament, the 50K or something like that.
Brock just won a tournament.
Brock won
Ron won a tournament.
Dude, how fucking sick is PC?
Yeah.
All of our students are crushing it. Bro, we out here putting in work. Let's go, guys.
Chopping a cops event. Pucks chopping a cops
out
event.
there. Toe had a 3K day. I'm eating a little bit. I'm snacking. Let's go. I'm sorry. I'm pumped.
I mean,
Janelle got third in the fucking micro. Hey.
Is it like this is where the fucking cool
I'm
people are,
telling you
man?
guys,
Like, get with the
man.
program. You didn't know? We've been here for years.
Everybody in my circle just crushes, man. Everybody, I'm like the muse of poker. Everybody around me just crushes. Let's go.
Muse, some say stepping stone. Depends on.
You son of a bitch.
Thanks for the 24 months, homie. What up, Joe?
You
What up,
motherfucker.
Prem? What up, Doris? How you doing?
Damn.
Doris, starts at 12:15 plus the intro video. It's
Hey,
Saturday.
what's up, Brendan?
What do you want from
Out
me?
there fucking eating. Another 1K cash session? Easy. Shit's too easy. Let's go. Poker coaching's in the chat. Make sure
Co-champ.
shit happen.
Actually,
Hey, guys.
technically, in the lobby, it said you won, Pucks. Just saying.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We have to all have the PC main up on the side. I believe JL maybe at the featured table. We gotta sweat
is.
on the side. We have. I mean, if we need
Also,
to
guys,
stop
we're
for a
having
second
a,
and watch these hands, it has to happen.
We're having a watch party too in the Poker Coaching Discord, ! PC Discord in my chat, ! Discord in Six's chat.
Yeah.
Where there's a room where we're gonna put the YouTube link the second it goes live, which should be any minute now, and
Yep.
then we're going to hang out in there. So if you want to hang out and watch it, PC Discord, there's the link up top. Machine Gun, thanks for 34 months, homie.
Sweat it. Yep. There's the. Thank you, Praying Gamey, for dropping that. How you doing, buddy? What's up, Beats? Congrats on the chop last night, as well as Pucks and everybody. What's up, Skate? My man, Molten Ashes, Spirit. Good to see you guys. Yeah, get those poker coachings in the chat if you are interested. As you can see, we got Skate and Pucks in there, and if that's it, may the best man win.
Yeah, Poker Coaching and chat for you guys to get John to compete here. Do you want to pick a quiz while we're waiting?
Yeah, let's do that. We have to start with 1900. Just snap.
1900. Okay.
Dude, the play in this PCA main has been phenomenal. It looks tough as hell. These guys are no joke, and it's good to watch and see what level you need to play at to like compete at this level. Like guys fucking folding ace kings and the bet sizing is good in a lot of spots. There's also some griefing going on.
The guy fold ace king pre.
Yep, I was to
the 5 bet. Yeah.
I mean, there's some good ass poker being played, and then some of the beast Martison just trying to run the table opening any suited king. I noticed from any position at the table. King 2 suited under the gun, raise. So the ICM pressure, I'm starting to be aware of like some of these guys using like suited kings from any position. I just noticed stuff like that. What's up, Shifting Gear?
Crondo, what up, buddy?
Thank you for that follow. All right, poker coachings are in the chat. We have some eligible, and I'm ready to roll whenever you are, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Insane ass bluffs. Yes. That loosely bluff.
This is good, man. I'm up.
He's
good.
Fucking nasty, dude. That line was and he did it so clean and easy. He made the shit look so easy, bro. The ICM coaching shit. That's all we're doing. Fuck that. We do ICM coaching every week.
We do. Thursdays, Discord, free.
And it's helping me, of course, as well. So important. All right, cool. Who did I pick? Pucks. Hey, let's get it. I just snap rolled it and then didn't even say anything. Pucks, congrats, man. Life heat is real.
I've been waiting on purpose. Because we're bringing up the machine gun. You know what's funny is I hit a final table at the end of the global stream last night and got the jackpot win, and it was machine gun for the jackpot too. He won 2 giveaways back to back.
Fucking machine gun. I can't wait to see you, buddy. Hopefully everything's
Of course,
well.
at the final table last night, I
liking.
lost 7 hands in a row and busted 9th, but he had the shot.
Love me some machine gun, my dude. All right, buddy. Good luck. Good luck as well, Pucks. Let's do this quiz. Let's play queens, and let's do it.
All right.
Here we have the Pocket Queens, a tight,
clicked it
aggressive,
and-
not all that out of line recreational player, raises it up from the low jack seat, folds to me in the cutoff. Should we call, re-raise to 14,000, re-raise to 18,000, or re-raise to 24,000?
All right, guys, we got queens. The hell you doing?
Hold on.
There's no fold option.
What's up, Crondo? Thank you for that follow. good morning or good afternoon. No ICM, right? No, nope, no indication of ICM. This is the USPO. It'd be cool to see, know who this is because it's obviously probably a beast or something, and if it's USPO live. But yep, Queens, what size are you 3-betting, or are you slow playing? Where you at? What's up, Rent to Rent? I'm doing amazing. Good to see you. How are you doing? I miss everybody over at Global. Miss you guys.
Everybody in my chat doing 18 so far.
18-18.
Hey, everybody doing 18. Oh, wait, Cyrus. Cyrus going 24. He's sizing up.
Pucks goes 18. Raging Out rips it for 40 effective versus the opener and 120 effective with everybody else behind. Yummy. What? Not too bad. Hope you are doing well. Oh, Iggy, I am. Still able to grind global. It's not like I can't play the site. I think some people had that indication that I would just
can't show it.
No, I can. I mean, I show it. I just can't be on the channel.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah, I can still show some global on my channel. It's just not.
Just can't stream on their channel.
Correct. We're in position. I like 18. Cool. All right. This is pretty simple. Nothing really too complicated here. Clear 3-bet. Pucks going 18. What are you guys going over there?
18.
18 seems good.
Yeah,
you don't
14
go too
way too small and 24 too big. Like some people were saying we're deep, but this guy's only got 44 bigs. We don't need to go 44.
Yeah, having some court awareness about the situation. Like, I guess you could have a better case of going to 24 if we are 120 effective with the opener. But in this case, the opener having only 44 effective, we don't want to over condense his range and not have him call with some hands we're just completely dominating. So I really like 18.
And we're in position,
you might
right?
get
If
him
we were
a
out of
position,
position somehow, then that would be a size up scenario.
Correct. Good point. Good point. All right, let's do it. 18 it is.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Click.
Even though the opponent is tight and aggressive-ish, raising in the spot is perfectly fine and standard. Well, re-raising is perfectly fine and standard. If we make it something like 18,000, that gives the opponent plenty of room to put in a 4-bet bluff if they decide to do that. If they do 4-bet, we're not folding. You don't want to make it 14,000 because even though the opponent will then call with their entire range, they're not actually making that much of an error calling with their entire range. So this is a situation where I think you would much prefer to re-raise to about 18,000. You don't want to go 24,000 because even though that may induce the opponent to just rip it all in, it's also going to result in them folding all of their non-premium hands, and you don't want to be against only aces and kings and queens and jacks and ace-king in this spot. You'd much rather be against a bunch of inferior hands, which will happen when you make it 18,000.
Mm-hmm.
So we go 18. Opponent does call. Flop comes 9-4-4. Opponent checks. Should we check, bet 12,000, bet 24,000, or bet 36,000?
Oh, this should be interesting. What do you guys like for a size? Here we go.
Marky Matt wishes he was 18 again. Not me. Fuck 18. 25 or so would be good. I was a fuck up at 18.
All in. Pucks goes 12. I see Renter Ren going 24, 12, 12, 12. All in.
We got 12. We got 12. Doors checking. $24. Size up for Bovine. 12 for Machine Gun.
These cats are nasty, dude.
12 for Hollywood.
Hollywood. You know, it has to be an insta follow-up. My body can't control it.
That is exactly true, Cyrus. Toe was doing shrooms in the forest at 18, dancing with deer. That is 100% accurate.
12K because I want to be like Pucks. Me too. Cool. There should be a case for shoving hail to the gnaw. Cool. So 12K, it seems to be the overwhelming option.
Yeah.
I see a 24, but it's just all 12s.
Yeah, I mean, this board's dry as hell. We do size up here with like 10s and jacks, and this is... I don't think this one sizes up. We have the queen diamonds too, which is nice. We need less protection, so 12 seems pretty good.
Yeah, 12. I mean, yeah, you just use because what we're going to be doing in this spot a lot, and one thing you need to take in consideration is you're going to have some ace highs to completely miss. If you 3-bet some of your suited kings or whatever in this spot, those hands are also going to want to c-bet. You're going to want to c-bet a ton of your range, so it's going to be small and very frequently. If you do start mixing in random big sizes, you're going to be kind of unbalanced. I guess you could just go bigger with, there are a few hands that you might want to go bigger with, some of your 9x. If you did 3-bet something with a 9 in and then 10s and maybe jacks. But the top of your range, certainly, and having a diamond, I'm just going 12.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Hopefully, yes. And let's see if JL wants to ever go 24 here. And I mean, 24 may set up a better SPR to just, get it in. But I feel like 12 is just reasonable as well. And then we can just get the money in. Future streaks. All right. It could be 24, but let's do 12. You ready?
Yep.
12.
Anytime the board comes with a low pair, you're usually going to want to make a very tiny continuation bet, as small as you reasonably can. I think even something like 8,000 here may be fine, because we're essentially in a spot where we have a very big range advantage and a very big nut advantage. And in this scenario, we don't really care if the opponent continues with much of any of their range with our entire range. So this is a great spot to go small. The smallest option I gave was 12,000, so that is what we will do. I could be convinced that even smaller is better. You don't want to check because then your opponent will randomly outdraw you. You don't want to bet bigger because when you bet bigger, your opponent's going to have way easier folds with all of their unpaired hands. Whenever you go really tiny, you kind of force them to stick around out of position, which is not a great spot for them to be in. So we go 12. And now the opponent raises to 35,000. And I'm going to preface this spot by saying I was playing live poker against this recreational player in this $10,000 buy-in tournament. And I was pretty sure the opponent liked his hand. I thought he had what he thought was a good hand. Okay? So let's go with that read. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 65,000, or go all in?
All right. Hits us with the 3-piece combo.
Here we go. What now? This is in a 10K as well. Live 10K, you get check raised by a wreck. What are you doing here? JL deviating here, but how?
Joe calling, Meatball calling, Doris all in, Grondo calling all day even.
Teddy says, I'm all in. All in. Raging out folds. All in because he likes his hand.
Raging out folds?
Mm-hmm. See, some people see that differently.
Raging out folds, he was jamming pre, but is folding on the 9-4-4 flop. That's a troll. What the fuck?
Molten Ash is probably just called. I think their standard here is to call, but let's target jacks and tens and diamonds. Okay, pucks is call. But let's target cat jam. Oh, okay, I got what you're saying. So you're cat jamming. I know ace is called.
Machine gun calling.
To protection. Oh, no. Yeah, jam. No jam. Now you're confusing me. No jam or no jam? No jam. See? Context. It's tough.
It's all about inflection.
Yes. I can't see. I can't read inflection.
Is it jam? Or is
jam.
It jam?
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Typing is hard. Jeez Louise. All right, let's do it.
A handful of calls and a handful of shoves.
What are you doing here?
Fuck, I'm conflicted. I was kind of jamming until I saw call, and now I'm like, man, call didn't seem too bad. What if you put this in? There's going to be another, 22 out there, so 110, 115 out there, and 85 in his stack. Call seems okay. We don't have a lot of scare cards on the turn with the diamonds. I'm afraid if I jam here, I start to push out all those draws people are talking about.
Think about what you're saying. All in, all in, all. This is as good as it gets. If he fucking has the draw, he has to pay the max. We don't give him.
I'm afraid he might fold the draw is what I was thinking.
Fuck it. If he folds the draw. He's only going to pay you the rest of the stack when he gets there.
He's not going to double?
Dude, I'm just jamming here every
Because we have
time. I mean,
position.
we put in
Like if we didn't have
put in
position, I would
20,
think maybe calling is a less
23
shitty because you
more.
can check back.
There's 90, dude. The SPR, there's gonna be less than a pot. What he likes his hand could be a 90 call with tens or jacks. There's enough for me. I'm all in.
I'm cool with jamming. Like I said,
Only
that was my
jamming.
first instinct, but then calling kind of seems okay with the queen of diamonds.
Yeah, there's just nothing. I mean, yeah, this is as good as it gets. And we have a blocker if he just fucking yee. GG. Night.
I'm not worried about going broke. I'm trying to extract.
Me either. Yeah, I'm extracting the max from the hands he likes. He's gonna call off with worse pairs and some draws that we have a blocker to. So fuck it, pay.
Yeah, I would certainly.
Why do we want to fold out bluffs? There are no
I would
bluffs.
certainly jam.
He said he likes his hand.
I guess if we have a diamond, it's less likely he has a diamond because it's a 3-bet pot, right? So it's hard for him to have suited paint,
aces,
which means he's more pair heavy here, which makes jamming more appealing.
God, so we call and then there's a card that kills the action
What
for
card?
pairs that we beat.
Ace
A
or
king,
king.
an ace.
That's it.
Right? Yeah, but that's not only it. Like those also stop us from being able to stack jacks and tens.
I get that, but that's if he's got one in his hand, that's like 6 outs, right? Like he's got ace king, it's 6 outs or something. Like everything else.
But you're gonna stack those hands 100% of the time now.
I'm arguing that we might not.
If we jam, he's not folding.
Part of my
over
problem
pair.
is like we have the queen of diamonds in a 3-bet pot, so he doesn't have suited paint, right? So which means he doesn't. Well, this is an argument for jamming. He doesn't have suited paint, which means he's going to be more pair heavy here. Which means we want to get it in now before the board changes.
Let's see what JL thinks. I mean, maybe because I mean, you know, this may be a spot where he's deviating as well based on his opponent really liking his hand, and we can hear because you can make an argument if somebody likes their hand, you want to call or you want to just go with it. I feel like go.
And I'd go with it in a second if I didn't have the queen of diamonds for sure.
Yep.
Interesting.
Right.
Machine Gun's calling, so we're gonna find out.
And we are. He said jam. Let's do it. All in.
This is a neat spot because
Calls
if
a
your
9.
opponent announces out loud,
Calls a 9.
I really like my hand. What does that mean they probably have?
Calling is not bad.
Well, it means they probably have a 9 or better, right? A 4 is very unlikely. They could have the 2 combinations of ace-4 suited, but that is it for those hands. So, unless they have pocket 9s, we're in very good shape. Unless they have aces or kings that slow played. I thought this was the type of player who would very often 4-bet aces or kings. So that means they have queens, jacks, 10s, or maybe like ace-9 suited, king-9 suited, queen-9 suited, jack-9 suited, etc.
Yep.
And if that's the case, we're in great shape. They could also have a flush draw, of course. Although we do take away some of those combinations with the queen in our hand. So I think this is a situation where our only real option is to just call or shove. So we're either calling or we're shoving. I do not like re-raise tiny because re-raise tiny may make the opponent think we have the actual nuts, and then they may find some giant fold with a hand like a 9. But I think if we rip it in, they will think we have enough draws to the point that they're just going to call off with all their value hands, and I think they have almost entirely value hands. And if they do happen to have a flush draw, I don't really care if they fold it, right? So I think this is a spot where if the opponent announces they have a good hand, which they did with their read, I think the play is to just shove it all in, because they're not going to fold their value hands, and we beat most of their value hands. Not all of them, but most of them. If you thought the opponent's range was much weaker, and you thought they were check-raising stuff like 10-8 of spades, or Jack-10 of spades, then definitely just call instead. But I don't think that's what this player is doing at all. So we don't need to call and keep him in with his quote-unquote junk, because his junk does not really exist in his range. So I think this is just a pretty easy all-in this spot, realizing that every once in a while we're going to be beat, and that is okay. We rip it in. The opponent snap called me.
Jacks.
With pocket 10s. That's lucky.
Oh, bro.
And we win.
That-
This is actually a pretty unfortunate spot for the opponent. Whenever he does get a 9-4-4 flop, you're going to find that you do want to check raise some hands in this spot. And some of the best hands to check raise are the lowest overpair because they're most vulnerable to being outdrawn. And once you check raise 10s here and you get jammed on, you just can't fold. So the opponent's destined to go broke in this spot. And, you know, really, there's not a whole lot he can do.
Yeah, we had a stack.
Yeah, calling okay. Calling 9 points. Not a mistake. Especially with the diamond. So you can go either way.
No, you can't. You want to. I mean, you can go either way, but you want to.
9 points is
get
not a
paid.
mistake.
It's not about being a mistake. I think you make more money this way. Trust me. Just trust me, guys. You make more money this way. You won't be making a mistake, but you won't always make the most money. Somebody's announcing they fucking like your hand, their hand, and you have an overpair. Like, just put it in. you know. All right, but we have a perfect score. Puck's coming out. Bang bang.
You did great,
Good
Marlon. You missed it by the 1 point there on the turn, which is on the flop though, which is okay.
The machine gun. Good job, buddy. Pucks, you know where to put. Oh shit, I don't think I sent old boy from. Okay, I'm just gonna do it now. I'm grateful. Hold on.
4
All right.
raises to 12.
I'm sending. I'm just gonna send it everything now. All right. Pay it 4, he says. So there's $10 up for grabs. All right, cool. New keyword. GLJL. GLJL is the keyword. Roll it 4. Thank you, Pucks. That's very kind of you. Good luck, JL. Oh shit! Ace King suited all in versus Kings. Oh my goodness! What a spot!
Which one? What?
I'm watching the
Ace King versus Kings
on the side.
main table. I see it.
Which guy has the Kings? Datani.
Ace King of Hearts too.
At least it's not Allen. We rooting for Allen. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I was watching that. The command is in. Good luck. JL is in there. Get those in the chat if you're interested. There's also going to be $10 up for grabs. I'm sending everything now as well. I'm going to stop doing that shit.
The only person I owe, I think, is T Drinking Punk, which I warned him it was going to take me a while to leave the house to send the swag pack.
Shrew Goat. I'm doing it now.
I was planning on doing that.
And always an ace. Piss.
Oh, you're on. I must be on a little bit more delay than you.
Yeah, I'm not using Chrome. Chrome
there was
is
no ace on the flop. Oh, there it is. It's on the turn.
GG. Yep. You want to pick another quiz, man? Can I sign on Toe Stream to get double EV? Of course. Yeah.
Let's do a multi.
It helps us both for viewers. So fuck it. Use the multi-stream and be in both.
Yep. 1898.
1898. Tristan, 10K Poker Go multi-way pot with initiative. Sounds like this is going to be hard.
That's why I picked it.
What are those keywords? First time on Twitch. Yeah. Just type the keyword is GLJL. Just type that in the chat and
we're going to draw one winner from each stream, one winner from Six's stream, one winner from my stream. The two winners are going to compete on the quiz you see on screen. So try and be as, it takes some time if you need to think, but try and be as quick as possible. Let us know what you would do. We're going to go with your answer. And if your score is bigger than the contestant's score on my stream, you win $5.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. Damn, he's stacking. All right, cool. You ready to pick?
Yes, I am. Did you give a new guy a chance to get in the giveaway?
He's in.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in. Then he wins.
Oh, that's funny.
That is crazy as hell.
It's like the first time you play poker. The first time you play poker, it's like selling crack.
That's the way
right?
they
give you a little taste and sucked in. Meatball, you fucking nailed it, buddy. You nailed it perfectly. You know what Meatball says?
That's hilarious. The new member run good.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh. Just like playing your first tournament and just getting aces a bunch. You think the shit's easy, right?
Has anyone been in both streams and won both? It has happened a few times.
What a legend.
What up, Matt? How you doing, buddy?
All right. And if you win, if you outscore in Toads, you get $10.
Oh, shit.
So $10 ACR.
We'll bring it in the ringer, though.
Who you got?
Hollywood!
Hollywood. All
right, let's do this, buddy.
Yeah, let's do it.
Tristan Wade here with another hand from the 10K Poker Go.
It's a little low, huh?
In this hand, I raise Queen 9 suited from the hijack. Nick Schulman calls on the button with 50 blinds, and Ali
what the fuck?
calls from the big blind. I don't want to mispronounce his last name. With a ton of chips. All right, so we're three ways. Ali checks, and what should you do here when you're out of position against a big blind in the button? on this board texture with this hand. Should you check? Should you bet 5,000 or bet 11,000?
Let me just get this one down straight. Hypothetically, we're in a 10K tournament and we're sandwiched between fucking Ali Musovic, which if you don't know that motherfucker's last name, know that motherfucker's last name, and Nick motherfucking Schulman, which means just fucking open fold in the middle and move on to the next hand. Get the hell out of this
No
pot.
scared poker. No scared.
Listen, generally there's no scared poker except when you're sandwiched between Ali and Nick fucking Schulman.
No,
Could there be a worse fucking spot? Holy hell.
Bet 5K and hit the back door, as Shipton says. So Shipton's going 5? Okay.
5 for Meatball. Check for Hollywood. Check for Beats. Check for Joey.
Check for Mountain.
Check for Monkey.
Check for
Check
Ren.
for Praying. Check for Sea Stars. Check for Jelly. Check for Machine Gun.
We raised pre-flop? Yes, we did.
We are so fuckered. I like that. We are fuckered. We are indeed fuckered. Damn, aces versus nines. On the
All right, so Shipton is going 5.
$5K and hate live, says Skate It Out. Hollywood checking.
Hollywood checking?
Yes.
Cool, and we're going 5.
Okay. I'm checking.
I know you're checking.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing. I got nothing. I'm in the middle between
Well,
two killers out of position with a hand that needs to see a turn as cheap as possible.
I agree with both the theoretical side of probably checking a lot in the middle, but intuitively, and knowing Tristan's quiz, this is a 5K bet for a few reasons that I think he's going to point out. I think Schulman is good and smart enough to use a lot of his King X, even mixing hands like King Queen, King Jack suited, both King 10 suited 10s, and just a lot of his King X is going to mix 3-betting. And then we're blocking a lot of King Queens. We have 2 overcards to the 7. We have some backdoors where we're going to be able to. We don't cap our range. And I think this could be a reasonable spot to. It's not a hand that really wants to check call either, and we're going to be in just too awkward of a spot and miss too many turns by check calling even a small bet. Okay. So I think betting here 5K and planning on double barreling any fucking time we pick up equity or an ace is going to be mandatory. If the turn's an ace, 100%, a 10, a heart, like anything, we have to put in 2/3 or something, like no matter what. So I really like that because I still think we get floated. So I really like 5K at some frequency because we're all unstudied in this spot. But I think the relevant blockers and him being stripped of some hands and having a lot of smaller pairs, we put those hands in hell on multiple streets. So that was my long-winded explanation on why I think 5K could be good.
Cool. I'm checking.
Let's do it though. Yeah, don't get me wrong. In like a flow state sense, I'm just checking here, especially online a ton. But I could see why if we start running a lot of these spots, I think you're going to see a lot of interesting bets. But we don't run a lot of these spots, so. Let's see what Tristan thinks. Let's do it. 5K.
Yeah, we ain't running this one either. 200. This one isn't so bad. All right. We checked.
All right. I do think we can have some checks here. So I'll give you 5 points if you want to check. I don't like checking this particular hand. We block King Queen. We have backdoor hearts. It's a really dry flop texture, King 7 deuce.
I kind of agree.
So I prefer a bet here with our range advantage. Even though we have Schulman on the button, we can start applying some pressure to his weaker holdings on the button, and we can start getting some of his weak button holdings to fold, like ace highs that don't connect. Other Broadway hands or suited connected hands that just whiff. So I prefer betting small here, 1/3 pot. I give you 10 points for betting 5,000. I give you 6 points if you want to bet 11,000. I do think we can have some bigger bets on these textured flops, but I don't really think we're going to be doing that all that much in the grand scheme of things. So I go ahead and bet 5,000. Schulman gets out of the way, which we love to see. We don't want to really be playing out of position in this spot. and the big blind with the widest range calls. Turn is the ace of hearts. Ali checks. What should we do now? Should we check? Should we bet 10,000 or should we bet 20,000?
All right, guys, what are we doing now? What side's praying?
Tristan agrees with me. And one thing this bet allows you to do is be a little bit more versatile in this spot. I think if you check every single time here, you're a little bit too straightforward, especially live. Like, I think this bet is fucking great, honestly. Like, I like these kind of bets.
20K for Hollywood.
20K for Pucks. 20 for Min Matt. Bet 20 because our range looks strong, Shipton says. 20 for Molten, 10 for Skate. Might be a mistake.
My other argument for checking flop, just thinking about it too, is like I would be checking 99% of my King X here. Like, so.
And I think that's starting to become a mistake too.
I disagree. I'm going to run it.
I mean, okay. Okay, it's fine. Definitely starting to mix in some bets in these spots. There's just no way. Cool. We're going 20 here.
Oh, we're going 20 here as well.
Bang, bang. You must.
Like the dream card.
You must double barrel here. I ain't seen a check and you can't check. You have queen high. Remember your third. Ollie's very smart, very good. So he's going to need to defend that third pot bet size with all of his sevens. Even some of his deuces as well to meet MDF with like a deuce with a backdoor, sevens with the backdoor. Obviously, he still has some king X. He's going to have like king 6 or king 8, king 9 for his multi-way. We block king 9, king 10, but we can make those hands indifferent and we can make a lot of, we can build a really big pot when we get there and it's a little disguised. So, yep, double barrel. We have queen high and a very strong range. So let's do it.
Damn, side note, it's kings versus all in against ace king suited again.
Again.
What the fuck? All right, cool. Yeah,
King.
20K, let's do it.
Bang, bang, 20, 10. Yeah, easy.
All right. Well, we started telling a story on the flop that we had a hand, and now we pick up a freaking great turn card. It's an over card. It gives us a flush draw. We have equity now. We have more aces and kings. We have ace king in our range. We can still have flop the set, whatever. So we want to keep betting here. We want to continue telling the story that we have something really good. So checking is out of the question. Give you 2 points for it just for the sake of getting here. But betting 10,000, I give you 4 points. I think that bet's a little too small. We want to be polar. We want to apply heat here. We want to say we got a big hand. So betting 20,000 is my favorite option here. I want to go bigger. I want to, I just want to apply maximum heat. Even if our opponent has a hand like ace deuce, I want them to be fearful moving forward. And then I want to get value from my hand as well if I improve. So I think betting 20,000 here, a big bet, is mostly the best play.
No overbet, Marlon. It wasn't even an option.
We go ahead and do that. And
Machine
Ali
gun.
calls. Uh-oh. River, 10 of clubs. Ali checks. What should you do now? Should you check back and just give up? Should you bet 25,000? Should you bet 42,000? Or should you go all in?
What size? What are we doing? Bet 1 BB. The post oak bluff in position. No king on the river,
25
please.
for Doris.
Well, I'm betting 20K, I think. Shipped him going 42.
All in for Hollywood.
Bet 42 for Hams. I'm max polarizing here. I'm all win. Molten's in there.
Skate checking, monkey checking. Beat's going 42. So we have all answers.
This is live poker? Yeah, okay, I know what I'm doing. Let's do it. I love that 42K
exactly.
here.
Like I was.
We have the wrong blockers to shove. Give up, he says. Damn, Multinational out here spitting. What did we? Oh, wait a minute. We were going 42, I believe Shifton said he was. So Shifton says bet 42. Cool.
Hollywood all in.
Go.
Conflicted between all in and 42. I think I would jam more often than not.
All in.
42
GG.
seems okay, but I would jam more often than
All
not.
in. GG. I'm all in. 2x spot. GG. You can be polar.
Like we have all the ace king. We opened this too. Aces,
GG.
kings,
Blocking
barrel
now
jack.
that we've even blocked. That's
Block queen
almost
jack.
like that's practically a fucking heart for me. I mean, it's just too good of a card not to jam. GG.
I agree.
Get me out. I don't think he floats and shows up here with queen jack. He would need it to be specifically queen jack of hearts for him to float the turn and get here with like the nuts.
Yep.
We block it. We're gonna have much better 2-pair combos to him outside of like king 10 and things like that. And he's gonna have to be fearful of us having queen jack, top set, kings, fucking ace 10. Like he's just in hell. All in. Max greed, max hell, all in. And then when he calls you, you throw your hand in the muck and make sure it doesn't get exposed.
Pull the poker bunny.
Fucking hide that shit
Arm
and then
wrestle
just
the
walk
dealer.
out. Yeah. All right, you ain't showing my shit and then walk out of the room.
Cool, let's do it.
Keep
We're
them
jamming.
thinking, keep them on their toes. All right, cool. All in. Oh no, we're going 42. All piss.
Ready?
All right, 42. Go. Please no. Please no.
So this is a really, really cool hand.
I would be all in.
Chips behind.
Well played.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we got a perfect.
Checking is not an option. Checking is
Legend.
completely out the question here. We bet the flop. We bet the turn. We have nothing. We have a range advantage. That's the perfect recipe to keep bluffing. And then we have a blocker. Look, we block the nuts here. Queen jack is a nuts, and we block it. So we absolutely want to bet. Now we need to explore what bet sizing is going to accomplish what we want to accomplish or make the most sense. Betting 25,000, not as much. If I had a hand like ace 7 or ace deuce suited, or like king 10 that somehow got to the river by betting the turn, which we wouldn't really have that much, then yeah, I don't mind a smaller bet for value. Even if we had a hand like ace queen, okay, that makes sense. So I give you 5 points for a small bet. I think betting 42,000 here, like 2/3 or bigger, is really good. I think we would do that with like our sets, with our 2 pairs that are really good. So I like that option. I give you 10 points. And then my second favorite option is going all in. I consider this as at the moment, right? Like we block queen jack. We could shove here with queen jack. We could shove with a set of aces or a set of kings or ace king. So it's just more of a spot where it's like, what's my opponent going to believe the most? And I think a big bet or an all-in are the most believable. But I think for the sake of our tournament life and, just how the hands played out, a big bet is better at this stage of the tournament. But yeah, maybe if we had a hand like, I don't know what hand would want to go all in here. My brain's not as smart to calculate that at the moment, but yeah, I think it was just a cool thought to explore about going all in here because we really would apply the most heat to maybe get like a hand like ace 10 to fold, ace deuce to fold, ace 7 to fold if those hands existed. Do they fold? I'm not saying they fold. So, maybe if you're not getting those hands to fold, you should just be betting 42,000, saving your 40 bigs and not going all in. But here, if there's some discrepancy between someone folding for 42,000 and folding to an all-in, and you can get a couple more of those hands to fold to an all-in, then I would say that makes the all-in the best play here.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, we go ahead with the 42,000 option, which I think is more or less the best here, and we get a fold.
Hey.
So that worked out beautifully.
He's not that good. Who's scared of all-in?
Hey. Let's go. We got dude comes in first time, gets picked, and swishes it?
Sick.
What kind of sicko? Holy shit, nails it. Well done.
Tough spot.
Shifting gears. Well done, my friend. Congrats. Make sure to whisper me ACR name and I will ship it. Yeah, I'm kind of curious as well if a 2x all-in pot is better in this spot for max polarization, or if it wants to just do this. And I can see, honestly, I mean, even though he hasn't like ran this to a solver, I think his line is fucking pretty good, man. Even the multi-way bet, I think his line is really good. So, cool. 30 points, you win, and let's do another.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You got a keyword you want to use?
Nah. I got nothing. I wasn't prepared.
Not prepared. If
Dog
you leave it
jelly.
in my hand. Dog. I was
Just
about
to
say,
stop you from doing cat jam.
Oh, piss. Dog jelly it is. Get those dog jellies in chat. He's hating on the cat jam, so we're doing dog jellies. They need a dog jelly one.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We'll pick another quiz.
This is just range advantage against the big blind there, Mark Man. We have all the top of that. He's got none of the top of that.
All right, cool. Let's see. Did you see something that kind of stood out? I see.
I was reading chat.
1890. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tired today, so I keep spacing. 1890. We did 1890.
We did?
Pretty sure we did.
Oh shit! I don't have it marked. That's fine. We have cash games.
I'm down with that. I'm a cash game expert now.
Cash game expert.
I played a whole week of it.
How does that? No. Well, yeah, 1890, 1902. We'll do that.
Okay.
Cool. Everybody's eligible.
It was fun. It was a nice little break. It was really fun going back to tournaments. I really had a lot of fun going back to tournaments. It's just more fun. Oh shit. I dropped my window here.
You know what time it is? It's time to show the Poker Coaching Discord. Because we love it. And we run a couple study groups a week there. Quick show of you guys. Here we go. Couple study groups. This is the one happening now. There's one on Monday. Luis runs at 10 a.m. Our cash game one was massive. It's getting big. We had like 30, 40 people in there with Brad Wilson. We're trying to get other coaches to come in and join us as well. Thursday is our tournament one. We do a lot of ICM work. And then, full lobby. There's 6 days a week of groups. And then, we have a PCA main event sweat here. And then general test. So it's awesome, man. A lot of value here. You want to run hands, ask questions about hands. There's a ton of spots where people are talking about poker. So get in there and get better. We love that room. We love the space. Cool. I'm ready to roll it whenever you are.
Yep, me too.
Min Matt, another new dude. How good do there has to be some like new follower luck.
That's funny because I just keep getting legends. It was Marlin, Hollywood, and now Meatball.
No way. They have the system rigged. They got like multiple entries hacks for these things.
All the legends.
Noob luck. You love to see it. Good luck, man, Matt. If you have any questions, let us know. Just answer as quickly as you can. And if you could tag me if chat is getting kind of crazy, I would appreciate it. But let's go ahead and crush this 1-2 cash game with ace queen suited. Good luck to you, my friend. I clicked it.
Hello, Poker Coaching members. Evan Jarvis here for PokerCoaching.com, coming at you with another cash game quiz. Tonight we're playing a little 1-2 no limit hold'em on Party Poker, and we've got some fun players that we are playing against. We got someone under the gun who could be good, could be bad, who's folding. We have someone with a super sexy screen name. In fact, it was so sexy I couldn't actually put their actual screen name here because Poker Coaching TOS, I don't know if it would have made it through. But they're raising to 2.5x. We then have a call from a fishy name, which was followed by a lot of numbers. I think in this particular case, the numbers they chose were 8. And they had more than the amount of pound signs or hashtags that I had here. They're going to continue with the call. Mr. Reg's going to fold. Reg with a funny nickname is going to fold. And we are in the big blind with ace queen suited in diamonds. What should we do? Should we fold, call, re-raise to 15, or re-raise to 25?
We multiply.
Bloom, thank you for that follow, buddy. Dirtman Dave,
Cash
also thank you for
time.
the follow. I missed that one. Crime Dough, I think I got you. Thank you, guys. Welcome, guys.
Geez, cash games. I'd never. It's
Oh,
all right.
man, Bloom.
You're a
Why you
five-head
gotta
poker
follow
player.
and then be a bot? I gotta ban you.
Re-raise to 15, Min-Matt says. Molten says 25, but show Shipton's going 25. Regional's going 15.
Thank you and goodbye, Bloom.
Oh, yes. Oh, I haven't. Jail's in a spa? Nope. So we're going to 15 here.
Reebok going 25.
Oh, piss. We can't go 15. GG. We got to go 20. We're raising here out of position. We don't want to just. That's almost
Size
like
up.
a bloated. Yeah, it's just like not going to accomplish really too much of anything to go 15 because they just get to put in 10 more. They're going to be in there with their entire range. We can get way more value and maybe condense some of the real dog shit hands and get max value versus other hands. So 25. Boat show. Call-in is out of the question. Never folding. 15 too small. It's only 25. Let's do it. So we're going to go 15, and hopefully Evan just gives it a very generous 9 or something. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Now, under normal circumstances, ace queen suited, absolutely premium hand. Definitely a hand that we can be building the pot with. We can be getting more money in the middle with here. 3-betting is going to be what the solvers prefer. Now, the question is, if we're 3-betting, what sizing do we want to do? If you go with a 15 here, the problem is we're building the pot. Great, but we're out of position, and we're not choosing a sizing that's likely to get any folds. So what's going to happen if we make it 15 here is we're probably going to be getting called in both spots, and we're playing a 3-bet pot out of position against multiple players.
Bloated.
That sounds like a fine thing with ace queen suited. We're building a pot. We're keeping in weaker hands like ace jack, ace 10, king queen, and things like that. But the problem is we're going to be missing the flop more often than we're going to be hitting it, and we're stuck out of position against 2 players, which means we're less likely to get the folds that we need post flop to be making an instant profit on the times that we miss. When we 3-bet, however, to the larger size of 25, now we are going to be getting those folds from at least one of the players. You know, Fish Name's probably going to be folding, and Super Sexy Screen Name's probably going to be continuing, at which point we have now built the pot with what's going to be the best hand the majority of the time, and we're going to be playing in a heads-up pot most of the time, which means when both us and our opponent miss, we're often going to be able to take down the pot with a bet. And when both of us and our opponent hit, we can extract value against the parts of the range that we dominate because we have the best hand pre-flop. That is also another benefit of 3-betting is if we get 4-bet by a Super Sexy Screen Name, or we get back raised all in by the Fish Name with numbers, we can possibly get away from a cooler situation because most of the hands that are going to be 4-betting when we 3-bet out of the big blind are going to be the extreme premiums. Ace, king, queens, kings, and aces. The other hands are mostly going to be calling. So we can get some more information and be able to get away from the hand. Now, all that being said, telling you why that's the 10-point play, I did not choose to 3-bet here. I chose to call for a couple of reasons. One,
excuse me?
Being suited, our hand can flop pretty well. We can extract a lot of value from those worse ace jacks, ace 10s, king queens by just calling because the player in the cutoff has a half stack. So we can actually probably get stacks in post flop without having to 3-bet here pre-flop. The other thing is with a suited nut hand, keeping in worse suited hands is not the worst thing either because those are hands that we can cooler. So I chose to call to keep in both players, play this hand multi-way. I do think 3-betting is slightly superior, but the difference in EV is probably not a huge amount. So we call, get into a fun situation where we flop mid-pair on king, queen, 3, rainbow, no backdoor flush draw for us. We check, and the flop checks through. So think about that. What that means for our opponent's ranges that neither of them opted to bet this flop in a 3-way situation where the pot was single raised, there's a lot of money behind, and probably the strongest hands in their range would want to be betting to build the pot. Turn is a king of hearts, and action is on us. What should we do? Should we check, bet 4, Bet 8, which is half pot, or bet 12, which is 3/4 pot.
Beats, that's funny, man. You said $25 make you holla. I'm literally eating holla right now, which I thought was kind of funny.
Bro, there's just no. I think that I would never, ever call pre-flop here. Like maybe ace queen off would just be a call because it plays so poorly and we're gonna go post flop a lot. But I'm
I thought you taught me in the cash game study group on poker coaching Discord on Thursdays at noon Eastern that I'm never supposed to flat here for the most part.
There's a little bit at 200, but when you look at, we got to remember.
Hands.
Not with these types. Oh hell no, we're squeezing. I mean, ace queen off and stuff like that maybe because we're deeper. We look at a lot of 100 big blind stuff. This is 200. Oh no, this is 100.
This is 100.
Yeah, this is 100. Raise. You have to 3-bet 100% hands. You have to.
Cut off. It's got no calling range.
Yep.
So solver broken.
Cool. 1 second.
Wait, did she say supposed to say that because we checked pre? This was 3-bet pre. Yeah. 8 for most.
All right, cool.
4 for Hollywood and Joey.
Wait a minute, Min-Matt, what are you doing? What are we doing here? What bet size are you using?
Shook because the action's weird. Betting 8.
He's going 12. Okay. Molten's checking. 1 street of value. Like the way you think. Cool. What is your guy doing? We're betting 12 over here.
8.
8? Mm-hmm. Okay. Bet 8 for me, Ham says. Okay.
What the fuck?
8 for shifting gears. So cool. Now what are we doing?
Machine Gun's having serious issues again. Nade Narginal. Check.
For value, I think he says. Yeah, this is interesting multi-way. I mean, obviously we don't look at a lot of multi-way spots, so I'm not sure if we want to bet half pot or check. I think it's one of the two, half pot or checking. But the problem with checking is then we're going to be, we're just going to have to call so much. And I think we can bet twice, and then if we ever get raised, we know where we stand, and we can get value from worse. So I think bet 8 probably is like the bet like half pot in this spot could be reasonable.
Yeah, I'm so conflicted. They're capped.
I am so conflicted.
Not like the middle player isn't 100% capped.
Yes, but you're gonna get called. You're gonna get value.
Kind of sucks, and we want to get called by all the draws and stuff, and worse queen.
In Jack 10, you get value from. You can
I
bet
would
and
check most of the time, but betting half pot seems pretty good.
Yep, 8 for me. I'm betting 8. I changed my. I'm just gonna bet half pot here a lot, and we have a value hand until we don't. So 8. Cool. All right. I'm ready whenever you are.
Yep. 8 for us too. Yep.
Oh no, we are going 12.
Okay.
Let's do it. 12?
Now,
12,
if you
12,
did
12,
the
12,
exercise
12!
that I mentioned on the flop, you're probably thinking that most of the hands that our opponents have that have a king in them are going to be betting on the flop for value and a little bit of protection as well. When our opponents check through the flop, it decreases the likelihood that they have a king in their range.
I see you.
What does that mean? It increases the likelihood that our pair of queens with an ace kicker is the best hand. We also probably would have expected 3s to bet on the flop. Another thing that's really beneficial about this king coming on the turn is that further decreases the likelihood that either our opponents hold a king, because there are now only 2 kings remaining in the deck as opposed to the 3 kings that were remaining before. So we have the best hand, a very high frequency here, and there are still many draws possible. There are many worse queens possible. So I personally like a bet here for value with what I believe is the best hand the majority of the time, and a tiny bit of protection against straight draws, gut shots, although a lot of those hands would have bet the flop. If we're checking here, we are hoping for someone to bet a worse queen on 2 streets. because if we go check call, we pretty much have to check again on the river. Whereas when we take the betting lead here, we can get those 2 streets ourselves. The other thing we may be looking for is for hearts to start bluffing and us getting 2 streets that way. But again, if we bet and hearts continue, there are other ways for us to get that second bet, and there are more reliable ways for us to get that second bet. So I do prefer a bet here over checking. I prefer going for the larger size, 3/4 pot. And we get a call from a super sexy screen name and a fold from the fish name. River is the 5 of clubs, which bricks everything, and action is on us. What should we do? Should we check, bet 10, bet 20, or bet 30?
All right, so you want to bet a quarter, half, or 2/3 pot? Or do you want to check? What are we doing here?
I think I know what I'm doing. 30 for Hollywood. Little blocker for Cyrus.
10, 20, or 30. How much do you think your hand is worth here?
There are spots where you would down bet here.
20 for Min Matt.
Beats probing for 10. A couple of little blocker, little proby bets. Little inducers.
Yeah. God, this spot is interesting as hell.
Hope you feel better, Joe.
What's up, Bovine?
20, 20, 30. Check for Meatball.
Once we bet 10. Once we bet 10. Okay. Are we bluffing? I don't think so. So bet 10 for Skate. Okay.
Puck's thinking about checking.
Bet 10. 10 for the lulz.
10 is really interesting, actually. I kind of like the fact that you guys are
it's a lot
about that bet size, whether it's right
like
or
there's
wrong.
more 10s, there's some 20s in there.
That 10 is kind of an interesting bet.
Yeah. All right, cool. What in the world are you doing? Oh, we're going 20 over here. 20 for shifting gears as well. I'm so torn.
The greedy part of me wants to do 20. The greedy part of me wants to do like 30. Get caught by worst queen. The interesting thing is the 10 bet to try and induce a raise is kind of sexy, and I don't know if this is the player type or the spot to do it. And then checking seems to have some merit to hope they bluff the misdraws, and they're going to bet their queens for value.
It's so tough, isn't it?
So I like all 3 of those. I like everything but bet 20.
You don't like bet 20?
No, if I'm going to bet, I'm going to bet for value and get more value from the queen. I think you can get 30 from the queen.
This is tough. If you bet 10 and they shove, they ain't shoving that many bigs. There's only 20
it's the one player in the hand that still has kings in their range.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what I would do here. You could honestly, the EV has to be very close for almost everything. I don't think you're going to be making a mistake in a spot like this. 30 feels kind of interesting because you really do condense him having a king or a queen, but 10 could just induce
could
Jack
make him
10,
freak out.
backdoor heart draws might spaz. The 10 crowd is pretty passionate. And I mean, you probably can get called by wider. Maybe you get called by even under pairs to the queen when you go 10 with giving them such a good price. You give them opportunities to bluff with the 10. The 20 feels kind of middle of the road, straightforward. And the queen and the 30 feels like you're only really getting value from a worse queen. So for that reason, I want to go 10.
Machine Gun says cash game max value, overbet pot max value. Machine Gun, overbet pot here isn't even an option. It's not even on the board. The other ones, you don't want to overbet pot because now you condense them to having a king. Like now you push out queen 10.
Yeah, queen shook.
You know.
Or maybe queen hero bluff, hero call because you're so polar.
Skater Dice says, welcome to my world. Says, gonna be bet 10. I bet $1 million. So we have $1 million side bet on the bet 10.
He cheated. Well played.
That's your boy. That's from your school.
You already lit it. He did. He did the quiz. Pre-did it. Pre-called it. Pre-called. All right, 20.
Bet 10 is not something I would have thought of in game, and I think it's very interesting.
Yep, that's what I would do. Let's do it.
All right, we're checking. Let's do it.
So we're basically considering
Yeah.
two things here.
Skate or
One,
die. You can
how
send that
many
$1 million.
one-pair hands
God's
does
Big
our
Toe at
opponent have?
Yahoo and PayPal.
And with those one pair hands, what size
Don't try and send me
of
that
bet
crypto
will
shit.
they call?
I only take cash and
And
drugs
how
like a
many
real
draws
American.
does our opponent have? And with how many of those hands will they bet if we check? Because if we bet, our opponent is going to be folding the draws unless we bet small and they choose to raise and we get put in that sticky situation.
I wonder what 10 got.
Yeah, and if
Yeah,
we
I'm really
bet
curious.
large,
I think that's a really
they're
interesting
going to be
bet.
calling with their pairs, but probably folding those draws. Whereas if we check, the question is, how often are they going to be betting with those draws, and how often are they just going to check them behind? So we want to think about the composition of our opponent's range. How much of it is draws? How much of it is, medium strength pairs? And we also want to think about the type of player that we have. Do we have the type of player who's going to bet with all their missed draws? Do we have the type of player who's going to try to value bet thin with a worse queen? Or do we have the type of player who's just going to check back with everything and not take any stabs at the pot? So if we have an extremely passive opponent who's not going to be making any bets, even with their draws, we definitely want to do the betting ourselves to ensure that we get value from those worse pairs and accept that we're not going to get any value from the draws. If we have a player who is going to be betting their missed draws, but not value betting thinly, I think that checking is still superior because our opponent has a lot of missed draws here with the hearts and some gut shots as well. And if we have an opponent who is going to be betting their draws and trying to value bet thin, it's pretty much the easiest check in the world because we're getting we're getting the same amount of value from the pair portion of the range, and we're getting all the value from the misdraw portion of the range. So for those reasons, I like checking here. A super sexy screen name, with the name like they had, is probably going to be a bit more on the splash around, let's get some action kind of player. So I like a check here. But if betting, I like going for the larger size of 30 because I think all queens are going to call that. And I think the pairs that are worse than queens are not really going to call any size anyway. So it doesn't make sense to go for, half pot or a quarter pot. So we check. Our opponent bets 30. So it's kind of that exact bet size we were hoping for. It's going to maximize our chance against everything. Now, what should we do? Should we fold, call, raise to 60, or raise to 120?
Who's raising?
Betting 10 isn't going to target much value.
Nobody's raising.
Who's check raising?
Is there anybody raising this? I was just thinking is a weird thing that popped out is like, you never eat on stream because you always stream so late in your day. You never. Eat on stream. I eat dinner on stream every session.
I never, ever, ever eat on stream. But can't let breakfast get too cold.
Yeah, that's gross.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's calling, man. What are we waiting for? Nobody's raising this shit. You crazy?
Matt is raising to 60. So yes, we
got one.
He's doing it. That's why
we got one.
That is why you don't assume everybody's doing something because we don't know the entire population. And then there's like the 2%ers, the 1%ers. They exist.
Should we coach Min Matt here and move on?
No, yeah. Let's just click them and then let Evan be the judge. You ready?
Okay.
Let's do it. 60 it is. I clicked it.
So I kind of hinted what the answer was going to be. So I think this is going to be a pretty easy 10 points that you scooped up here. We're just going to be check calling here.
Only call.
If our opponent has a draw, we don't get any more value by raising. If our opponent has a worse pair, we're not really going to get any value from raising unless there's some crazy showdown monkey who's going to call a check raise with queen jack or queen 10 thinking that we're bluffing with missed hearts or something, which I think is just unlikely. And our hand is much too strong to be folding. So we're going to call if our opponent happens to have a king that they played in a funky manner. Kudos to them. I think the price is right, and given the amount of worse draws or given the amount of missed draws there are going to be, this is an easy call. And if you add in some worse queens that are betting as well, it's an even easier call. So we call. A super sexy screen name rolls over ace-10 offsuit for a missed gut shot, and we take down a 50 big blind pot worth $100, just like that. So that's going to wrap up this quiz. This has been Evan Jarvis for PokerCoaching.com. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a thing or two, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Good one. Awesome. Evan,
we got wrecked.
Screen name maker in the history of the game.
Yeah, truly. These screen names are legendary.
Talented and
Yeah, we can't ever raise the river. He made all the points is why we can't. We just don't want to raise and reopen that. It's just too thin. But we tried, and that's all that matters. And if you're gonna make a mistake doing it here for actually $0,
It's the way to go.
It's the way to go. So well done. We have a 24. I'm sure we got wrecked. Yee.
Yeah, we smoked this one pretty good.
GG, my friend. Good try.
You got it, Mr.
Good
Meatball. Venmo coming your way. In fact, I'm gonna do that shit right now.
Cool. We probably have time for just one more.
Okay.
And then we're going to be sweating the PCA main throughout the day. I don't think I've seen JL play a hand.
I don't think he has.
Which is standard, so. All right.
I mean, when I see him involved, he isn't at a spot. I don't think you've seen him fold anything crazy either.
No, just no hands. Yeah. Oh, my legs. All right. Keyword?
You're paid. Keyword. Let me get over there to that. Keyword is PC Discord. Get in there.
PC.
Get in the PC Discord. Watch parties, study groups, giveaways, history.
Toe made this shit up. Toe made it in there.
Dude, we've been doing this shit for like 4 years. It's really hard to come up with new keywords every week for 4 years.
Should have been cut W. I agree.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm too old for Keck W. I'm a boomer.
Never, ever too old. Watch your mouth.
I'm not too old to laugh at the guy laughing. I'm too old to use that as it's like me putting in poggers. Like, so out of brand. Like, so out of brand.
Not for me.
For Toe to put in poggers.
Not for me.
I'm fucking 45 years old. I don't poggers.
Keck W. That was pog as fuck.
That was pog as fuck. Boomer. Boomer the pog. Lols.
All right.
We've aged out of Twitch memes. What the fuck?
Never. All right, we got to pick another one.
Oh, Black Sabbath would have been a good one. Maybe I'll do that. Sixes wouldn't catch it though. He's not up on the.
Not happening. If we're going that route, if we're going that route, I could pick a million others.
All the Lils, Lil Uzi, Lil Vert, Lil.
Hey, go ahead. I see you. All right, we got to pick.
Actually,
one.
I found a new band. If you want to, Swayze, I'll send it to you on Switch. It's actually a mix between my music and your music. You might like it. I just found it. Anyways, what are we doing? Pick
Good luck with that. 1883. Have we done that? Ace King suited.
1880. We have not.
Ace King suited and a 10K. So another Tristan quiz. Let's do it. We got to pick somebody.
Roll.
Yep, and make sure Jay.
Bovine, you crazy cow, you. Congratulations.
All right, and we are bringing Minus the Bear to the ring. What up, champ?
Little Stub Toe. That's my street name. I like it.
Little Stub Toe.
I like it.
All right, I'm ready. 1883. Good luck, Minus.
All right, let's do it.
What's up, Poker Coaching? Tristan Wade here with some hands from the Poker Go 10K. In this hand right here, we raise with Ace King suited to 3x. Shannon Shore in the big blind 3-bets us, and I want to know, what should you do here? Should you fold? Should you call? Should you 4-bet to 33,000, or should you go all in?
Ace King 150 bigs deep against the man, JL's best man at his wedding, Mr. Shannon Shore. What y'all doing? 33 for Doris. Jamming.
Sorry.
For 33 for Hollywood.
I don't want to play short post, so jam and pray.
Minus
Solid strat.
their old
Solid.
school.
Pure call for weighted cheese. Bovine going 33.
Nobody's doing anything here. Call and play in position, he says. The stack is too big to get it all in. Okay.
I am conflicted.
Min Matt folds. Puck's going 33. Skate's going 33. Hams is going 33. Everybody's going 33. Minus is going 33.
A lot of 33s. A lot of people shook and crossed up between 33 and call.
I'm doing dishes. All right. We can play in position with ace king suited with an under repped hand. Cool. Getting in 150 BBs with ace king suited is never super fun. Agreed. Cool. All right. I know what I'm doing. I believe minus is going 33.
Yeah, we are going 33 as well here. I don't like this very much. I'm not going to say that if this wasn't a 10K or if this was a 10K against Shannon Shore, jamming isn't the worst thing because you don't want to play that motherfucker post. But at the same time, like, calling seems to be the best option, I think.
Calling is you're only calling. The beautiful thing about calling here at this stack depth, it's going to be hard to really stack 130 five big blinds with worse unless he decides he wants to get in with queen, Shannon Short. Probably not going to get it in with like jacks or anything. So I really want to keep in ace, worse jacks. I mean, worse ace X. He might be using ace jack.
He's 3-betting from the BB too, which is generally pretty polar and strong.
But no, I mean, he's going to have some worse. He's going to use some ace X blockers, king X. These guys.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't have worse hands. I'm just saying in general his range is pretty strong for 3-betting here and not flicking it in.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, I would just call and keep in a lot of worse ace X, king X. And when we go 33, we might just start losing hands like ace jack often might decide to 3-bet sometimes. Ace 4 and ace 5 suited that might just merge zeros into his range. Some ace 9s and stuff like that he'll have. These guys aren't just going to fucking have the goods. But it's probably going to be better to keep in worse ace X, king X and play it in position. So that's what I do. Call. All right, but we're going 33. Let's see. I mean, it's Tristan, though,
right,
so
hey,
probably
we're in
33,
position.
honestly. Like,
We
if
got
I was trying to play this for money, it'd be very close.
We're up against
little in a
the
three-way
big
pot
blind
with the
that's heads
nuts.
Up. I can see an argument for
He
4
flopped the
betting
nuts,
to
and
3,000.
he has spades as well. Oh, he
give that
raised
8
this guy. He's
points.
getting nowhere. Oh, the dude has an open-ended.
We do want to have
115 more to call.
To
All right, let's go ahead and click this, and he gets the fold.
We're talking over it. Ready?
He has over a
All right,
million
hey,
again.
we're in
Let's go.
Position.
All right, call. I mean, we're
We got
going 33. Let's do it.
Super strong hand.
Only
up
call,
against
right?
The
Yeah.
big blind. It's heads up. I can see an
God.
argument for 4-betting to 33,000. I give that 8 points. We do want to have a couple hands to 4-bet, but I think a lot of our range just calls in position here. Going all in, I'll give you 5 points. I think it's kind of excessive at this point, especially since we're dealing with like kind of a polar 3-betting range here from the big blind so early in an event. So yeah, I just prefer calling here. We dominate some of their bluffs. We have a very strong hand. We're likely up against a strong range too, and we can play in position. So I prefer call here rather than being overly aggressive. And I just don't think we have too many 4-bets here in general. So we do call. We get this flop, and Mr. Shore bets 7,500. What do we do now? Do we fold, do we call, or do we raise to 22,000?
All right, what are we doing now? Who's giving up? You missed.
What are we doing? We can play in position with 18 in the rev. Shifter's just calling, one street, call. He gave the click 8 points.
When you're 150 bigs deep and you 4-bet this, now you push out all the weakness. And ace king is like, what are you talking? Ace queen and pocket pairs that you're flipping with, right? Like, stuff.
Bovine says, call because I'm a donk like that. Beat says, call my mom, call my wife, and call Shannon Shore.
Call. I ain't seen a fold or a raise yet. Wait a minute. Only calling. Dude, you can't fold.
Nope.
Let's not even waste too much time here. It's a snap call. Yep. You fold here, GG.
You still have the best hand sometimes. Shit.
Yeah, it's retirement party time if we call here. I mean, if we fold. Yep. But, yep, time to call.
Yep.
Let's do it. I clicked it. It's snap.
All right. Well, we have the nut ace high. We have a gut shot to a Broadway. We have backdoor flush draw. We're in position. Everything's going for us in this hand. Sure, we don't have a made hand yet, but as far as drawing hands go, we're at the top of where we should be. So, easy answer, call. Really nothing else to do here but call, continue down the board, and let's see what's going to happen. Turn brings another 10. Now Shannon checks. So, at this point, what should we do? Should we check? Should we bet 10,000? Or should we bet 35,000? And think about why you want to do each option here and how that makes sense with what hand you might hold. And then think about what hand you might be up against that Shannon could have. And then click your decision.
I don't know why Tristan spoke that way. It was weird.
The explanation is too long. Should have just said call. Yeah, snap call. Too much equity, too good. Still have the best hand.
Yep.
2 seconds. Done. Cool. What are we doing now? He checks. Minus checks. So we're checking back here. He snap check behind.
Doors, 10 for beats, 10 for stars, 10 for the meatball.
I'm pure checking. Beats is going 10. $35.
Woo. Jesus, check.
Beats is going 10. There's 49 BBs out there. 10K is less than like 10. It's small bet. Yeah. Shifting is going 10%. All right, cool. We're checking over here. Minus is checking.
So is Bovine.
Toe?
I'm probably checking here, right? I'm going to turn this good-ass ace into a bluff. And betting 10 seems weird in position here.
We betting for value.
I'm not saying I'm not betting for value. I just think it seems weird in position here. 35
this
seems
is
like too much. Like, I don't know. I'd check some good. Bet 10 is weird, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I try to get in the head of, like, the coaches in these quizzes. If you want to do, like, get the best score, like, I don't think Tristan's checking here. I think Shannon's going to be fairly capped to never, ever having a queen's plus, given the depth of the stacks behind and him needing to create an SPR. So, for instance, if we called here with, like, king, queen, queen, jack, and we have, like, a full house, and he has aces or kings, he needs to fucking bet. Like, he has to bet to try to stack us, given this as well. And then we have some worse hands. So I don't know. I don't think he's going to slow play a lot.
Isn't that a reason for checking, though? Because, like, it's hard for him to catch up, and you're likely far ahead. And it's hard to get called by worse, too, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could see betting 10. I think betting 10 is kind of reasonable. Just betting small here. Then it gives us another opportunity when we do improve with the ace or king to get another street of value as well. So I don't know. I could see 10. I don't know. I don't usually want to check here, but
yeah,
because we're still going to have queens and all the best hands plus we probably.
And you can still get called by worse ace high in this spot.
Whose dog? It's my dog. Pet the dog. Believe me, that dog is spoiled as hell. He's good. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and I forgot. We're checking.
We're checking too.
Check. Okay, cool. Damn, I went to that small.
Easy answer, check.
We just have the
right?
best
We
hand.
have the best ace high you can have. We beat some bluffs. We really aren't going to accomplish much betting the turn. If you want to bet 10,000, I give you 8 points. I think that's like the second best option here. You maybe freeze some pairs like jacks or kings here, or
Jails in the
queen
pot.
X. You maybe freeze and you can like get a cheap showdown. There is a chance that you can get called by some worse hands here too, like maybe like an ace jack,
It's the
maybe like a
fold.
king jack that decided to 3-bet, or some jack 9. Might call 10,000 in that instance, but some of those hands might have continued bluffing too. So it's just kind of a weird spot to try to go for thin value, and this would be very thin. And then betting 35,000 as like a bluff just shouldn't be a thing here. So mostly the answer is check, but I think we could explore some kind of small bets here. But yeah, so we do check back. The river is a 5 of diamonds, and our friend Mr. Shore bets 4,500. What do we do now? Do we fold? Do we call? Do we raise to 38,000, or do we go all in?
All right, what are we doing? He goes 10% and as a lead into us. 10. This is how good these cats are. JL, King, Queen suited, and the hijack raises to 60K. Tim, you're that. Now you're ahead of me.
I haven't changed anything. It's just literally the stream's just been running.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh no, he had king queen in the hand before and took it down. Sorry.
Oh yeah, okay. I was about to say what the heck. This looks so much like a small pair. Call.
JL seems to be the happiest suit at the PCA. Everyone else super stoked. That's because JL is rich as fuck.
No, he's just a man.
And so
he's
just chilling. He's been here so many times.
Well, he was at the final. He just final tabled the 1K.
Yeah, he's been here so many times.
All right, what are we doing?
Professional.
Call.
Raise for C stars.
There it is. Minus is
raise calling. For Cyrus.
Hey, JL, oh, you're eating.
Oh, damn,
sizing good. Sizing good. Cheesing. Like, dude. Playing for millions. Yeah, we're calling. Minus is calling. Everybody's calling. Why would we turn? He just said
why
we
are you raising this? Is that value or a bluff? The fuck?
If you had, like you go to, if you bet the turn or something now, like you wouldn't be slow playing. I don't fucking know. Just it makes no sense. Now we're gonna try to get him to fold an underpair when we would be betting all the queen X plus on the turn, but we checked. Our line looks weird and bluffy. We might
trying to get someone to fold a boat is a hard little life there, and yeah, so you're not getting better to fold. Worse is never calling. You're not getting called by worse ace high. So there you go. Like just call. It's the weakness. The blocker bets piss me off, so I raised. That's a big weakness, Cyrus. It's a huge weakness.
I just think it all comes down to us capping our range on a turn in the situation where we would be betting all of our strongest hands to get the money. We would be betting fucking queens full, like tens full of queens and plus, so it just makes no sense at all. It looks bluffy as shit. So I'm just call. Yeah. And we have enough showdown. We beat ace jack.
Yep.
Call. Let's do it. Call. Yep. I just snapped call.
Okay, easy answer once again is just a call, right? We haven't put in a whole lot of chips post flop, and now we have to call 1/10 of the pot with maybe the best hand. Now the problem here is, are we really up against a bluff? Maybe, maybe not. I explored the option of making it like 38,000 here. And the problem with that is that I don't think we get a hand like jacks to fold all that much. That's really one of the hands we'd be targeting. Sure, we don't expect to see 10x here that often. We might not even expect to see 2 9s. We really don't like to see a queen X or aces or kings play like this, but there's a possibility that some queen X could play like this. But I think a lot of jack X might do this too. Jacks, pocket jacks. So, I explored the thought of making it 38,000 in game, and I give you 5 points for that because
Probably monkey.
it does feel like this is very value betty. But with all that said, we have a very good value hand ourselves, and when we get this price laid
Just say
for
call.
us when
It's too good to fold.
possible
Getting
that
this
we can
price.
win, we
Trying to
usually just
justify
wanna
his
flip
call.
and
Ace
call.
king is about
And
to
then
lose.
with
Dude, you don't
going
have
over
to
here,
when you're
just
getting
pocket twos
goes
isn't
10%.
necessary, like our hand
You got to
has
call
value,
4,500 and a
risk a huge
50K.
So really
Enough
the point
said.
of going
MDF.
raising here would be to
Raising though.
get our opponent to fold ace king. They could still have ace jack, which we beat, and then hopefully applying pressure to 2 jacks or 2 nines if somehow our opponent gets to the river as played with nines. I think jacks could play like this completely.
You must
So
think
we're
about how you
really
play
worried
your value
about
hands.
a queen x or 2 jacks calling a raise if played like this, and probably don't have too many queen x here as played when the turn goes check check and we face a small bet on the river, but just the thought that I think it's a cool bet if you do have some kind of value hand. So we end up just calling, and we see that we both had ace king, and yeah, I think there's a couple different ways I could have played this hand, but overall I think this is probably the standard, quote unquote.
Standard ass spot.
But hopefully you enjoyed this quiz.
Mm.
And I'm out.
And I'm out.
I'm out. Cool, we got a 38.
Swish. Nice one, Bovine. Let me know how you want your money.
Hey, Regs, did come to the study stream every week. Remind me that we have to roll it over. We got to roll over for $10 next week. I need to have a command or something, but yeah, we got to roll over for $10 next week. Since that was it, that'll do it.
Peace. We out late.
No, but thank you guys for the support, hanging out. Remember, exclamation point PC. If you do enjoy these quizzes, you can get access, I believe, to 25 or so for free. Also, you can get in that the Discord where we hang out. We have a super strong team and community in the Poker Coaching Discord, study groups, all that fun stuff. Toe handles all the replays easy to find on the YouTube channel and whatnot. Also, if you are watching the PCA and sweating, we have a little watch party in the Poker Coaching Discord where we're just sweating the action, talking. Everybody has a YouTube link and whatever, watching it together. So we'll be in there off and on all day watching the event, watching JL win millions. Here's the command for Discord.
Yeah,
I believe
Discord's in there.
that.
Links are in there. Cast a command for 6s. Give him a follow if you're not following him already. What the fuck you doing? He's Iggy's finest. And PC Discord, YouTube channel if you want to watch anything of this from the beginning. If you want to watch any ones from the past, any of the esteemed guests that we've had. We've had a whole list of things from streamer to main event champion. So go check all that out for you. Who do you want to throw the host to? I was looking at like B Paris. Looks like the only.
Is Blind Guy? I don't think B Paris
we
is
could do Blind Guy.
Blind Guy always, right? Is it Blind Guy 789?
Yeah, hang on. Let me just get that.
Cool. Yeah, we'll drop Blind Guy to support. I love that team, man. Those guys are phenomenal.
What he does is ridiculous. It's absurd.
Yeah, I mean, and they're just great people. You know, we want to support smaller streamers and like.
I mean, not
like
only that, but he's disabled. He fucking plays multiple tables at decent stakes, all in his head, without being able to see cards or anything. Incredible. The guy's incredible.
I can barely keep a time bank together and not miss
with your eyes open.
So I don't know. With my eyes open, I'm barely
incredible.
I'm barely squeaking by, and this cat is eating out there. So what a beast.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you for the support. I'm gonna go ahead and drop him that rate. Make sure to drop those follows. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm playing a gigantic session tomorrow, and it'll be fun. So, all right, guys. I'm out.
See ya.
Peace.